Hey, I'm Mallie Preston from AT&T's Industrial Internet Solutions Group. AT&T has really got a multifaceted approach to IoT. We first start out really from a connectivity perspective. It's really driving cellular connectivity into IoT. That's a lot of what AT&T has built its leadership based upon, is what is the best practice of that. But AT&T's moved up the value chain really to IoT means applications, data orchestration, solutions and cloud and capabilities to help companies quickly from a time to market space move into IoT versus the normal 2 to 3 year product cycle. So AT&T's invested in the business of helping companies move into IoT very quickly. So we have a commercial-focused division, we have a consumer-focused division. We're focused on manufacturing, healthcare, transportation. On the consumer side, we're focused a lot on the connected car, the connected home, some healthcare, consumer-faced applications. Well, what's really changing is the fact that companies that used to rely upon their customers' connectivity are now integrating that into their products, or not having any connectivity at all, and really making their products connected. And those products are connected in a way that allows them to proactively service those products, and as opposed to reactive. The traditional manufacturing or product asset model is deliver it to a customer, wait for anecdotal feedback or user group conferences. Now it's real-time feedback. Now it's real-time feedback on how the performance of that product is, and even going so far as understanding how the product's being used and when it may need to be serviced, or if the customer is not even operating the machine correctly and it needs to be, a warranty enforcement needs to occur. So part of what we're doing really is helping companies move from a reactive model to a real-time data proactive model. So we work with GE, we work with Philips, Pitney Bowes. There are probably any one of the Fortune 1000 you would name that we're typically involved with. But here's what they're typically trying to do. They're typically trying to change legacy systems that were reactive service modeled into that proactive aspect by having the connectivity aspect enabled, and then getting the data up into a cloud so they don't have to build out their own infrastructure and their own applications. So we're really building out that infrastructure for them and allowing them to kind of access this on a per use basis or per asset basis. So in hospitals these days, it's becoming increasingly challenging for medical manufacturers, and one of the big ones is Emerson, to operate in that environment. They can no longer attach to the lands due to privacy concerns, due to security concerns. So one of the things that we did for Emerson is the medical cabinets, which they would dispense literally surgical tools, other items needed to treat patients. Instead of having a person sit in the closet, they use a cabinet that you type in your logo, your login, and you're able to get the equipment that you need. Well, people kept unplugging those systems. They couldn't get connected to the corporate network of the hospital, so it would render this cabinet useless. So we were able to provide a wireless-based solution so it's independent of the hospital network. The data to whether the alarm-based, whether the system is having a problem, would alert Emerson back at headquarters so they could go troubleshoot it immediately remotely, as opposed to waiting a day or two, sending a technician or flying somebody into a remote hospital just to service that. Well, so much of what is being enabled today from a traditional M2M moving to IoT, and I would say the first step of that is that instead of just monitoring a system from a one-to-one connection basis, the initial step out is I will allow others to view this information, other people within the corporation, or maybe suppliers or other service companies that might be working on behalf of the original manufacturer of that connected product. So allowing a portal to suddenly be stood up that's secure, that allows the information to be accessed of that remote asset and be viewed and then acted upon, is part of what's really changing within the manufacturing product landscape. Then what's happening The next leapfrog from that is that really many more of these systems start all talking to each other, so that one system knows when something else is in a related system is cooperative and not cooperative with it in a manufacturing process, as an example. Recently, a washer that you put your clothes in, your washing towels, will tell the dryer that I'm washing towels, now let's set up the dryer for towel drying without the consumer having to literally go program that in. So AT&T is looking at providing more of an integrated end-to-end solution capability, whereas most of the customers traditionally think of us as just providing the last mile connectivity piece or just integrating a cellular component into it. Really getting involved in the design aspects of this IoT device in partnership with the manufacturer of the product, moving really early and upstream is really where we're taking it. So AT&T is literally transforming itself. It's a big initiative with AT&T. It's called Transformation 2020. So that by 2020, we are an all IP, all cloud-based solutions design company that really integrates into customers' businesses. We're much more tightly integrated in their process of bringing products to market and providing value along the entire chain of that product delivery, from design to actual implementation or even lifecycle management.